now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ghouls Room.
Welcome to the Ghouls Room.
Yes.
Episode 13.
Yes. Oh my God, Candy. Yes, 13. Period. We're teenagers out this bitch. That sounded bad.
Ladies, what movie do y'all have for us tonight?
Oh yes, Nosferatu, 2024. Damn. Can I? Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I'm not doing the night. I'm not saying like that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay. This one was crazy.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. It was really nice. It was crazy.
But we're going to get into the cast.
Yes,
starting
ma'am.
off with Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hutter.
Yeah.
Make sure you're talking into that mic.
Oh yes. Oh
Oh,
shit.
Yeah.
Girl, you.
Nicholas Hoult as Thomas Hutter.
Yes.
Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok.
Miss Pennywise.
Not Miss. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Friedrich Harding.
Hold on. I need to see pictures. Go ahead.
Willem Dafoe as Professor Alban Ebert von Franz.
Yo, shout out to him because every crazy nigga he is, it always makes sense at the end.
Yes, and this is his second or third vampire esque movie. Ralph Ineson as Dr. Wilhelm Shevers. Simon McBurney as Herr Knock. Okay.
How y'all feel about the cast in this one?
I love the cast.
Honestly, I think the cast was really good. They did a really, really good job. Like I said, that nigga Bill was working, bitch.
The only person I didn't like in their role as much, and maybe it was because I wasn't supposed to like his character, was Aaron Taylor Johnson, which I like him usually in anything. Like, I liked him in Kick-Ass,
Mhm.
Kick-Ass 2,
Mhm.
and other films.
Yes. He just gave bitchiness.
Yeah, he kind of got on my nerves. I mean, he played
I
his
understand,
part.
but I understood where he was coming from.
No, I got it.
But no, bitch. No. No, bitch. It gave bitch.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Is he the boyfriend in this?
He was the
Husband of
the best
her
friend.
best friend, and Thomas's best friend as well.
Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to him.
All right. So, in Nosferatu 2024,
the 2024, yes.
right, not to be confused with,
Not the
1922
1922 shit.
right, Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror. That's what that was. Actually, we weren't even supposed to even see that in our lifetime. It was
Right.
supposed to be destroyed because it was a direct mimic of Bram Stoker's Dracula. Not Bram Stoker, that's a porn.
Ooh.
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Well, what was this, guys?
Facts. But yeah, they
Just
had to destroy all the copies that they made of the film. So the copies that you see now and all the clips and all that shit, that's from bootleg versions.
Yep.
Damn. They said fuck us. Okay.
It was supposed to be destroyed. So, yeah. Because of I think the Dracula novel came out in 1897.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, back to the film. So, the director, Robert Eggers, this is like the second or third, no, this is like one of the third movies that I've seen of his. All horror, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The Lighthouse.
I actually like The Lighthouse.
Really?
Yeah. I actually like that really much.
And The Witch, or The Witch.
The Witch. I actually like that one too. Okay. And I think he also has an obsession with the Skarsgård brothers.
Yeah, because he did The Northman.
Yep, as well.
With,
shit. They got, it's too many of them. I'm
not
getting the name.
Stellan, because that's the... No, Stellan.
Alexander.
Alexander was in
The
it, but I think...
Northman is Eric.
Yeah, but Alexander's her name.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Right.
I love the fact that everybody just called this nigga Eric. Yo, that's crazy.
The man now. Moving on.
But yes. Oh shit, girl.
Go ahead.
So it's a re-imaging of the classic vampire tale set in 1838 Germany. Was it? It was given that.
It gave that. And now I see it. You know what?
And the story follows a young Ellen who, in her youth, pledges herself to a mysterious entity to alleviate her loneliness. Well, in that time, I'm guessing that everybody, like, I guess you couldn't really express yourself sexually. And it was a lot of pent up everything.
Energy you heard. But
there
honestly,
was nothing to, like, do.
And I'm just out here just pledging my body to unknown sources out here.
Yeah, like, pray, girl.
Yeah. Because you praying to the wrong one.
Anybody to answer. That's...
But he did answer. But that's another thing. But he did technically answer her.
Yeah.
So I can't get mad at her either.
For anyone.
Yeah, he wanted something. She got it.
Playing that finger flute.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Years later, she is married to Thomas Hutter, who adores her. I thought Nicholas Hoult did a good job of...
He actually really did.
Like,
as
being
a husband.
Scared. And yeah. He looked frightened in some of his...
I wonder what he had to do to get that, because, girl, he was crying.
Yeah.
He gave tears.
You're right. So she's married to him, a real estate agent tasked with facilitating the sale of a property to the enigmatic Count Orlok. And let's talk about Ernok really quick.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they showed when Nicholas Holt's character, when Thomas is running to get to work, and his interaction with his boss.
Him?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
him. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And he's late, and everybody's, like, pissed outside, and Ernok is just in there talking to Orlok in his head. Like, so laughing.
And it's so crazy because and I didn't even peep that until I watched it again, that he was over there, like, whispering. But also, the fact that this was just a setup from the jump.
Yeah, it was.
It just gagged me. Like, he just knew it.
He was, like, even the joke he made that his new endeavor had, the who employed them, had been laughing with him about, you know, the 1 foot in the grave thing. He was like, yeah, he's old and he's got 1 foot in the grave, and then he start cracking up, and I'm like, who is he laughing with? Count Orlok. But
he did have 1 foot in the grave. Can't be wrong with that.
I think he had both.
You never lied either.
Okay, so unbeknownst to Thomas, this is a transaction entwines their lives with the sinister vampire. As Orlok travels to their hometown of Wisborg, he brings with him a plague of rats. So, let's go back to before the rats, when Thomas goes...
Actually first got there and shit.
I loved, like, the gypsies.
It was a lot of shit going on.
I loved the scenery.
It was a lot of shit going on.
It was beautiful. Yes. And then I loved, like, the fact that they showed them actually kill a vampire and their ritual about how they brought... they actually let the woman on the naked woman on the horse was a virgin.
Yes.
And, like, it was, like, I guess... leading her or them to the vampire.
Ugh, like, what the
And
fuck?
then when Thomas, like, screamed when he, like, when they, you know, impaled the vampire, and he was just like, dear God!
And just woke up.
And just woke up.
And that was another thing. It was a lot of this whole...
Blackouts?
It was so many blackouts during this whole entire thing before we even got to the rat shit. Right. You couldn't even really tell what was going on. But all right, I guess you want to say about the introduction when he first meet him as well.
Exactly.
Because that was weird.
I really like that instead of, like, in the B.S. Bram Stoker's film, like, something, when they come and pick, like, the Thomas character in that film up, which was Keanu Reeves, like, there's somebody actually driving the carriage. I like how in this one there was no one, and it was just led by the horses. And I feel like his blackouts occurred more and more as he got closer to the castle.
Yeah. I can see that for sure. Because do you think he already, so Orlok, what's his name, Orlok? I said Orlok. Mm-hmm. Okay, Orlok already had control of him already, you think?
Yeah.
Like even what was going on, it was already influenced on him?
I believe so. Like, and his influence got stronger the closer he got. Because
it's so weird.
Telling him to turn away.
Honey,
he woke up with a necklace on. He should have kept that on. That's the first thing he snatched off. But his boots were dirty, which should have been an indication to himself that
you went somewhere.
Right. You were just somewhere.
I just can't even believe. I know.
And then you're just, where are you walking to? Who is leading you? Do you have a map?
Yeah.
It looks like
you just got
being,
here.
like, drawn, like something is reaching out to him, and I like that aspect throughout the film too. The hand of Nosferatu always, like
near.
Yeah, pulling and.
Yeah, for sure. I can see that.
And walking up the mountain again aimlessly to where. Mm-hmm. But once he got to the castle, your man's.
I know. Listen, when he got to the castle, I don't know what I was expecting when I first when I first watched it. I don't know what I was expecting to see. I'm gonna be honest, what I saw was not what I was expecting. I don't know. I was most definitely expecting Bill to look different. Wasn't expecting no motherfucking flip over and no motherfucking mustache. And his breathing, bitch. Why the fuck would y'all play with my motherfucking man like that?
I think actor, bro.
I feel like he did a great job embodying a character,
but he does it every time.
Interpretation.
Yeah,
but it's but hear me. That's why I always give him his 10s when it come down to Pennywise, because I feel like he ate that role up. But same with this role, I feel like he ate that role up.
He did with this role in his own way.
Yeah, no, he did a good job.
It gave Hungarian, true vampire. That even with the wardrobe, I love the choice of the wardrobe with the hat and the.
Oh my god, that big ass coat.
And it made him look like even bigger. And
first of all, it just gave and it's so crazy because that fur didn't give I don't know what they used back in the day, but that fur gave more of a crow or it gave a bat. It didn't give. More like a feather.
I see what you're saying.
It gave a feather wrapping around him.
I got you.
Rather than it give a fur. Yeah.
I see.
Big ass ostrich.
Yeah. No, for real. But honestly, that's what it gave. That shit was big as shit. And I just didn't. And then honestly, even when he was about to talking to him and how he moved quick as shit, I feel like he should have already knew something.
And I like how they didn't.
How the fuck did you get behind me?
Show it.
Yeah,
it was it was definitely a different interpretation of Nosferatu. I like what I saw, as far as how it didn't show him darting across the room or made of glitter or it was just another way of it to be shown.
I feel like Thomas, that whole interaction was just
bad.
It made me uncomfortable. You feel me? If I was y'all, I'd have got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah. Gone there after the gypsies.
I'm saying, I think
after I witnessed.
But he still had to do, but y'all
business.
It's business. And you know how it is back in the day, yo.
As soon as the count got weird and shit, I'd have got the fuck up out of there. Yo, Count, much love, but I got some
and then
shit
hear me, and then his name is.
He asked him to, though. And he asked him to address him as my lord, which was...
Yeah, Count, you tripping, bro. I'm out of here.
He said, my lord. I would have been like, first of all,
I love the curl on all of the... the language was really languaging.
Let me tell you.
He did a great job. The speaking.
Honey, I know damn well.
Whatever.
I don't know what Bill had to do to prepare for this role.
Yo.
Oh, he worked.
But he ate it the fuck down.
Yeah, he really did.
Because I'm going to honestly say, even with the way that he was I honestly say the talking, but I don't know, the movements as well.
The breathing.
C-.
How we didn't even have to see him the entire time.
But you knew he was there?
Yeah, he was always watching.
It gave car. It gave it a bad car. Every time you just turned your head, Thomas, you should have known he was there, baby. Just know. How did you feel about, I guess we can talk about, his first time ever seeing him in the motherfucking him searching through the castle, and finding his castle, his what tomb? What do they call them? Because on some, I forgot what they like. Sarcophagus.
I don't fucking know.
It was unique though.
I don't know what the fuck they call it.
A coffin.
Coffin, yeah.
I liked. Did you guys see all the other coffins surrounding it? Like,
where the fuck is all these vampires?
yeah, like, are they other vampires?
Where the fuck are they at?
They just is he laid to rest in a tomb with
Other
his
people?
peoples?
Yeah. But if they vampires, where are they? That's a good question. Let's talk that shit.
So we got to. Ellen is back at home
While all this shit is
Flipping
going
out.
on because nobody know where he at.
Well, she knows where he's at.
Yeah, but I think after a while she knew where he was at.
Yeah, she knows where he's. And I feel like she had a connection. I think the connection ran both ways with her and Orlok.
Yeah, for sure.
But she was at home staying with the best friend and her husband
And her
and
two
their
children.
2 kids, and she was pregnant too.
Damn.
So they just like act like she's just a crazy woman, of that time. Give her a corset, make it tight.
Let her walk around.
She'll be fine. Give her some drugs and she'll be fine. But so that whole time, when Thomas is talking to Orlok, Orlok like gives him another document. He says it's in his native tongue, right? Whole time, the document is Thomas signing basically his divorce papers from his wife.
Voids his marriage.
Yeah.
That's wild.
For a little thing of money. It looks small coming out of that big chest with all that money. I thought he was going to slide the chest over.
That little baby ass prophet.
Yeah, that nigga like three.
Yeah, three gold coins, bitch.
Dang, that's how
Go
much
melt
your
it
wife is
down.
worth?
Yeah, go melt it down.
He didn't even know, but I felt like he felt in himself like he shouldn't sign the document. Like,
honey, I felt in
he
myself
was
he should have signed the
entranced,
document.
But I felt
You
like
think
he
he
was a
glamored
good
him?
person. Yeah.
Like right then and there.
But you still
Sign
have
this
I feel like you
document, bitch.
yeah. I don't feel like he had the ability to say no. I feel like he wanted to make his wages so he could go back home, pay his friend back.
Yeah.
Because remember, he owed it.
No.
While he complained about how much money he was making at his new,
New Lord spot that he had. Let me
which I like the connection to the shipyard.
Yes.
And his friend, because his friend owned, I guess that you would have called that what was the ship that
port
the Demeter?
Yeah,
that Nosferatu traveled on.
Yes, the Demeter. Yeah, because I think they do. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy.
That was a cool connection because I was like, really, what is he doing there but being like a cunt?
Like, what are you supplying to this movie, bitch?
So after Thomas, like, signs basically his whole life away, he finds Orlok, his resting body. So if you notice, like, the sun was high when Thomas found him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
the
wouldn't even go down
glamorization
there,
in
yo.
this is crazy.
Because as soon as he opened that shit and his eyes popped open, you knew it was a
He
rat.
was about to kill. He remembered. He saw he was like, oh, that's how they killed him in my dream.
Yeah.
That my boots were dirty after. He went and swung and like Orlok did like bam, like a superhero.
Strong as shit.
If you notice that the sun was a little bit lower.
Yeah.
When he woke up, like I guess like I did like that in the other movie, the movie before this, BS. That it didn't kill Dracula, the sunlight, it just weakened him.
Yeah.
But this was again another take, and it seemed like kind of the same thing. Like when it was dusk, he could get up a little bit, like he could wake up. But
And he'll be able to move around.
after he went and closed the door, I was like, yes, get up out of there.
That motherfucker fast as a bitch.
Not even just that.
Yo, how the fuck did he even? But how
he made him open the door, and I was just like,
and that's what I said. But he's so, and then that's what I say.
I thought he was going to be dead,
honey. I thought everybody was gonna be dead. Like, to be honest with you, that's why I was gagged that he even made it out this motherfucking castle.
I was so like, it was so much like I felt like a lot of the castle scene. I was waiting for those scenes, and no shade to Lily Rose Depp. I thought her acting was amazing.
Yeah.
She put a lot into her role. I watched some behind the scenes stuff. Same with, Bill or whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, I was more into, like, trying to see, like, more Nosferatu and, like, the Thomas interaction. And then I liked, once he finally, like, he was begging him to go home. Like, he was like, and he just, like, whored him. And then the locket.
Yes.
He could smell the lilac on the hair and the locket. So did she put that in there for Thomas?
Yeah, probably so.
Or did she put that in there for Yo?
I hope it was for her husband.
I hope so too.
Cause Bookie butt, that don't look good. It don't look good, dude. So technically, that's what technically really got her caught. If you want to be technical.
Oh, that's her.
Even
in
more?
the original film, that's what got her slipped up. Well, Keanu Reeves' character went and showed him the locket, and he was like, Elizabetha, or whatever. Yeah, that's what it was. And he was like, oh, it looks just like someone I know. And he ended up like keeping it a little bit, and like it was weird. But no. But he could smell the lilacs. That was crazy because remember he gave her some before he left.
Yes.
And she was like, why did you kill these beautiful flowers? That's actually from the original Nosferatu movie, the 19, what's that, 22.
Yeah. Nice. How did you feel about the way that he came actually here on the boat? Like once everything got finished.
I like the quick slaughter.
The quick slaughter.
Yeah, the quick slaughter. I like the guy that was like, I know what's going on. I'm gonna go down here by myself.
Dumbass.
It's always that one.
He was like, and he wasn't even in the coffin. He was like,
Yo was hiding. Yo really was hiding.
Or something like
waiting.
It was some like pantaloons or something hanging in the background. And he was like back there.
Him in the ostrich coat.
Right.
Yeah.
He was like, y'all didn't all have to go.
But I can make it happen.
Guess, yep. And done.
And then all the fucking rats.
Oh,
you fucking bitch. Like you just all them rats just started jumping everywhere.
Yo, I really think like we were talking about like off screen, like, he has a direct connection with like creatures of the night. Like I'm not gonna throw in roaches. I didn't see them. But
honey,
rats,
he can control a
bats,
roach.
Wolves.
Really would be dead.
When Thomas was escaping. When Thomas finally fucking escaped.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how long that bitch was gone.
I don't know.
He was gone for a minute because when he came back, he had like a little beard or whatever.
My mother, he was running for his life. Okay?
He really was. I need to get home to Ellen. But
yeah,
when he was escaping, did you notice that the wolves came after him? They were always by Nosferatu. And that's like...
That's his creature. Yeah, the creatures of the night.
What beautiful music they make. That's a line from the book. That's crazy. But after he escapes, some nuns find him.
Honey, the nuns always gonna protect somebody.
And then they gave him like a little backstory
on Nosferatu himself, I guess you want to say.
So what did they say? He was like a sorcerer? Or?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, I wish they would have showed like a flashback.
I love
no shade.
For
we had
flashback.
No, for real, I live for a good flashback. Cause no shade. What was the budget? I know it was a little high, but y'all could have at least threw that little extra money in there.
They had money for this one. Yeah, they had money for this.
Yeah, they had money for it. Cause I think a flashback with that is for this movie. Yeah, he could have. Give my boy extra 5 for just to make that little part.
I'm over here thinking it's a lot.
No, but
for a
I think
movie.
it is a
It's not
director's
lot,
cut.
But they made out box office so far is 167.
That's
good.
awesome.
They might so they did.
They'll make
out.
another great movie.
If
Not
they want to.
necessarily a follow up. Please no.
Can I?
Nosferatu 2. Y'all dumb.
Oh my god! But the Nun, I will say, I think they had most likely throw a flashback in there because I just the translated thing was alright. Yeah, a book with the little things popping out.
Some calligraphy.
No, they could have even made it animation.
You talk about the augmented reality.
Yeah, like
shit.
something like. I would have even been cool with some smoke how they did Harry Potter for real. It just would have been cool.
Smoke.
I'm just saying. Yeah, something like give me
In
something.
the land far, far away.
Yeah, like what the fuck was going on in motherfucking.
So when Nosferatu brings
The
the
plague.
rats and plague and death and famine and
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. She better than me. I would have let y'all let everybody die there. I'm sorry. I'm getting out of here. I would just pack my shit up. Love y'all.
peep how they treated women though. Ellen's having all these like visions and experiences.
Honey, they exercise my bitch. I hate my bitch
And
exorcism.
that's when we meet Dr. Willem Shivers. I'm gonna get it.
Don't you okay?
And his mentor, the great Professor Albin Eberhard von Franz.
Bon
So-
Franz.
They were like tying her up and, putting a corset on her. What do they give her? Ether? What? Cocaine? Heroin? Like
What was they using? I don't know what they were using back in the day, but I know it had to be strong because she was knocked out. I don't know what they actually used though.
Yeah, like they were like, quiet the moaning and groaning. It's making us all uncomfortable. Give us some more. But
To give us some more is something to me.
but look how they treat women. Like really, your corset is good for your breathing and posture. Posture, yes.
Breathing.
Breathing,
Bitch, can I breathe right now? No. Like
Changing the way your organs are inside of your body, yes. They just were like strapping her down and making her. It just was not fitting.
yeah, it didn't.
And
give
I like
it
when
any-
she basically called them out about it.
Yes.
At that one in the one scene. But so when we see Professor von Franz,
Mhm.
Willem Dafoe.
William Dafoe. Yes, just William Dafoe.
So he calls Orlok a demon, right? Which
Yeah, man.
that's the best way
To put him,
to put it.
but at the same time,
I always thought of vampires as their own thing.
same. Because I always thought they were just technically they're human. They're just undead,
Yeah,
and that's how. Because I don't know.
I like the aspect of the decay too, to show
Yeah.
that he was undead. And,
That's why I said
and,
it was a 2-side. If he basically was in a 2-way, like mirror. Basically, if you looked at him, like not 2-way mirror, but you know what I'm saying. Like he looked like Two-Face. My bad, Two-Face.
I feel like if you, Dr. Von Franz, depending on what you subscribe to, no, real shit, you might classify anything like that
As a demon?
Yeah.
Because it's unknown, and it's back in the day, so anything is with
Yeah.
demons and witches, y'all.
Yes.
That's all it was.
And he was a big believer in alchemy, and
Yeah.
that's why he was, I think, separated from the university. Because when they he was in a back alley somewhere
Y'all-
in a room.
Y'all, he was crazy.
Yeah, he was a professor.
They said that he was crazy. I'm sorry to tell. I'm sorry. He was crazy.
No, I'm sorry. When niggas say the university, right?
What university we talk about?
Which one is it?
whatever one
One
was
that
in
they had.
Germany in 1838.
Okay, all right, say less.
Oh yeah, because technically,
That makes sense.
yeah, because
He was
that's
he was a professor. So the reason
got
he
credentials.
yeah, he did.
no shade.
Nah, he went to like she said, whatever the shit was where he from.
What's
back
college
then,
invented? Like,
Boom.
He was but it was big. He was big shit. That's why the doctor came and found his
and clocked that you.
yeah
Let him
Von
know.
Franz.
yeah.
I cannot believe y'all keep saying this man's name.
What's wrong with
Defoe.
Von Franz?
Von Franz.
So like Thomas is gone. Thomas is gone.
Oh my god.
Ellen's wilding out.
Yeah. Everybody thinking that. I honestly, what was I?
The best friend.
Oh yeah. So, can I just really say with the best friend, Candace? I hope you know.
In the other movie.
I hope you guys. I would
Oh,
never
my.
put you guys through nothing like this. This is some crazy shit.
I'm done.
This bitch went through a lot for this bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
She
And
went
you
through a
know
lot.
what? If
Lot
you
was going
peeped
on.
while they were like when she went to go like have a sleepover with her. She like they were playing with a necklace with a cross on it, and nobody had it on though. Like nobody had it on their neck.
I would have wore that motherfucker to bed. And then it would piss me and then gag me even more while everybody's sleeping.
The rats
He
are
just-
attacking her.
No, before that. Remember she had a conversation with Orlock, bitch.
Oh yeah, she
And
like,
he come in this
3
motherfucker
nights.
he come in this motherfucker. First of all, how the fuck is you coming up in here demanding shit, Bookie?
Because you signed.
Honey, that's why I just didn't know
Yeah,
y'all.
he
Did
like,
y'all not
yeah,
just hear
so
me?
you don't have an excuse now,
got the
basically.
paperwork, shorty.
He was like, he gave you away for 3 pence.
And a goat.
And a goat.
And a goat, bitch.
And it doesn't make cheese. Damn. Or milk. Nothing.
So that's no money. Out this motherfucking goat.
Goat's meat.
Well, I'm getting some meat for this. So I'm gonna eat something.
Curry.
Yeah, curry. I'm make something. But I will say, yeah, it's so crazy. Like, first of all, he came in there as a fucking shadow of the night. Like a fucking shadow of the night, and you coming in here demanding shit with the slip over.
The second time, when he was there, didn't he appear to her?
Yeah, no, he was
Quick
there.
question, no invitation though. What happened to the vampire
Yeah,
rules?
no, yeah, hear me out, y'all.
Let me rescind that
There are
invitation.
no vampire rules if you are a count.
Oh,
No.
don't play with me. Count Dirty Dracula.
Count
Let me tell you,
Orlok,
Count
nigga. If
Count
you a-
Orlok.
If you a count, some vampire rules do not apply.
Let me tell you, Count Orlok.
Or he just really was a demon. Boom.
Yeah, period.
And if you invite him in your dreams,
He everywhere. Definitely.
yes, yo.
So you telling me right now So you telling me right now, even if I'm in this motherfucking house with crosses, everything on my motherfucking shit,
You
this nigga still coming in?
invited him subconsciously.
I hate niggas. Niggas will never
No,
leave
but that
you
was
alone no matter
somebody
what the
else's
fuck going
house.
on. That's what you telling me?
That wasn't
Nigga,
even her house.
And that wasn't even her house.
As soon as Shorty played the finger flute in that bitch, to him, he was invited in. I'm trying to tell you some real shit.
Hear me.
I'm not trying to be funny.
I understand what you're
That's how he
saying.
was invited in.
But hear me. You really telling me this motherfucker can do this? Is yo. Any other motherfucking count.
I like
Young
it as
Orlok, nigga.
not young. Young.
Young where? That motherfucking mustache is not young. That motherfucker has to be at least 50 when he died. Okay, and that's another thing. How did he become a count? Who was the count before you, bitch? On that ass.
Here for that.
I am.
No, actually, we were there.
Just like.
Where's all
homie
these other
Went
vampires?
to the university. You know what I mean?
I already told y'all
Been
how.
counting.
He ran the university.
He was the dean.
Von
Nigga
Franz.
been counting, bro.
That's Professor Von
With
Franz.
a
Put some
name-
respect
with
with his
a
name.
name.
And
Like-
then you just coming. I'm sorry for cutting you up, but then you just coming in here demanding. I got 3 nights to figure out what the fuck I'm
You already
doing.
signed it. Your man signed it. It's not my fault who your representation is.
Yo, fuck him. Fuck him and you. Now I'm on the run.
All right, now we here.
Yeah, like now I'm on the run from everybody.
So back to yeah.
Oh, the rats started attacking her.
No, yes, the rats did start attacking her. Her friend after she denied Orlok. Ellen denied Orlok, and he gave her 3 nights.
You get 3 nights, bitch. That's exactly what he said. 3 nights, bitch. Yeah.
And I'ma kill
with them
everybody
long
you
ass
love.
fingernails. I'm saying, bitch, get a manicure. Huh?
Yes, no,
On
they
that
were
ass.
giving.
His nails was long and stiletto. I don't know who
They
did
were
nails.
very
Well,
stiletto. You know I
wouldn't-
like them.
I know you did.
You wouldn't know about them things unless you had a lady in your life. Proceed.
Yes, sure.
So back to Professor Albin Ebert von Franz.
Hold up. Pause.
He is a Swiss philosopher, an expert in alchemy, mysticism, and the occult.
Okay, but can we also say we ain't even speak of this motherfucking nigga knock going around?
Ernot is writing things in blood.
This
in the middle
motherfucker
of
has
Count
been-
Orlok's symbol. If
Yeah.
you notice, that's like on his stamp.
And technically, he was the reason how Orlok technically really got in this motherfucker.
yeah,
Technically, yeah.
all of
He
it.
found him and shit.
But
yeah.
yeah. What was he? Did he
And he
reach
bit
out to
somebody
a dark
face off
someone?
like he was Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, it's crazy.
I'm done.
He was the first one.
No, he was the first one.
He's biting his face off.
So, Anna, Friedrich's wife,
Yes.
Ellen's friend, is been bitten by rats, and her husband
Hospital.
thinks everybody is crazy, and all the kids are screaming, and she's sick, asking to see the kids, looking all crazy, talking to Ellen about this dark force. What is it? After she ignored, not ignored, she kind of glazed over Ellen, like remember when they were walking on the beach, which is kind of like I think it's a homage to the first film, 1922, when they were on the beach, and those are actually crosses on the sand, and they were supposed to be for unclaimed sailors. Hate to say claimed, but anyway, she's asking her about this feeling and this dark force and everything, and everybody's mad and crazy. And where is Thomas?
Damn, he's making his way back. That's why I said it was a lot of shit going on. Like, it was so much shit going on.
Yeah, that's true, because meanwhile, the doctor and Professor Von Franz
Yes.
were trying to find out everything they could about what was going on with Ellen, because remember, they're back in the in the Germany.
I know.
No, that's where Von Franz was.
Oh yeah, my fault.
Yes. That and the rats
Ugh, my God. And the rats just started going all around town.
killing everyone.
As rats do.
As the plague does.
I know the plague was
Death, leading to death and panic. And Thomas comes back.
bad. Finally, bitch. Because
With
clearly,
a beard.
and ready to kick some ass. He was ready. And defend his fucking wife on a bitch. No.
He was kind of weak.
He was.
Let's go back to when Dracula drained him animalistically, on, if that's a word, on the floor. Nice scene, by the way.
And his ass was butt
Why
naked.
was he naked? Yes.
So do the count got to sleep naked?
Yeah, what?
Or was that for like the bitches?
We all know the count is a 69 god, bro.
I know he
Let's just keep it rolling.
But
No, I didn't see any of that.
Okay, so when it came down to, like, I guess you want to say the way he eats, yeah, that was crazy. I just was like,
Yeah, it sounded like
what
an
did you-
animal. It was insane. Like it was crazy. And then we already talked about the bite on the chest, right?
no, we didn't. I think we did. Maybe we did.
Yo.
But I will say, I do like the way they did that one rather just be like a regular neck wound. That's cool. That
Yeah.
was pretty cool. That was different.
Because it was either going to be the neck, where people like probably notice it the most is like the neck.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that chest one. That was cool. That was
That was
different.
nice.
And then
The
for
pain to your heart.
the connect.
You look crazy.
Fucking with y'all. Come on.
You got her dropping phones and shit.
See, that's what I was gonna say.
But yes, okay, yeah.
Difficulty.
Right back at it.
Okay. So Thomas is back. The friend is still sick. Friedrich's like, who the fuck is at the door now?
Yeah. It was, as I said, it was just like, at this point, who else could be in this motherfucking town?
But you pointed out a good thing. There was a lot going on. Everybody was on like their own separate like quest, and then everybody got back together
At like really
as
like
one. But it was brief. Like
yeah, real quick, because they had to go figure out some shit. They had to go figure out
everybody
where
had to go figure
Orlok
out
was.
stuff on their own.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Did anything happen in between them doing that? Like, so finally, not did anything happen in between. I think on the second night is when the friend dies.
Yeah. So, whole
And
time my
all
bitch
the
wake up.
kids.
Yeah, so my bitch wake up for real. She just was gagged at the fact she most definitely heard screaming.
The kids were screaming like always, though.
Because they always kept saying it was a monster in that motherfucking room.
Yep.
And I honestly, and to be honest, what if he really was probably lurking or some weird shit with through the shadows?
Can see, they say that kids and cats and animals can see,
Everything first, y'all.
So, Daddy,
There's
there's a monster in our room. Like, yeah.
Big Orlock was just sitting there plotting on these kids.
Thinking about creating a inhaler.
And then also, I was just going to say, like, by the time my girl got to the goddamn room, he threw them fucking babies down like they was fucking trash. He
Really slung them.
He just...
It's like, all right,
Bitch.
like, it's, all right.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry.
I know it's not funny. It's not funny, but look at it like this. Vampire logic. If you thirsty, would you rather have a big gulp or like a
Two at the same
little
time?
gulps?
Like
He
a
killed all three of them.
He
Little
killed,
pint and shit.
been
like,
eating-
Nah, I want a 40.
No, actually,
He's
Like,
been eating for the
killed
past
all
2
four of
days.
them. Remember, she
He
was
just
pregnant.
did that shit out of spite,
He
bro.
did.
That wasn't nothing for him.
He didn't care about that.
I know, he
He
didn't.
would, if she had never went there
Can I say?
and she didn't care for them,
Mm-hmm.
they wouldn't have been involved in that. That was a
Yeah.
threat to her. Like, bitch, you're gonna be mine regardless. I'm gonna take away everybody you love.
2 days.
You got 1 day left. Your friend is gone. Her baby's gone.
I'ma just let y'all know what's going on.
I'm gonna pull back to that.
But think about that shit all century.
Listen, I'm out of here. I would just have
That's
to
what
be
I'm
on.
saying.
I would just have to be on the run. He's gonna have to come find me.
He gonna find you.
And
Yeah,
I
he
think,
doesn't have to
well,
come find me.
yes, you're right.
It's the kind of big Orlock. Like,
Him and them Usher feathers gonna have to come find us. Bitch. You got me.
So, yeah.
so
they're
Then the
gone.
funeral,
They're-
damn.
The funeral.
The funeral was quick as a bitch.
I was like, oh my, bitch, how long did you want it to be? I mean,
it's a plague. You know what I mean? You gotta
We
take
are-
the whole plague.
because
That
then,
is true.
then, now I'm gonna say this. Call back to BS. I liked that relationship with the best friend, and when all of that, and then her being undead. I liked that in that film.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Shorty was gonna come back to life in this one. Again, it's another interpretation, but yeah, the friend didn't come back.
I honestly
I thought
wish.
she was gonna come back. I didn't think the little ones were. I thought the friend may have came back, and then I was like, nah, they did that on purpose because they're not gonna bring anybody back. But did he just curl up in the box and die next to her?
We not there yet.
You just jump into the end.
Yeah, hold on, Candace. Okay, so before we jump to what happened at the end,
That wasn't the end.
No, that was the end. That was
It
the.
was the very
Oh my God! You talking about the fucking guy?
No, I'm talking about Friedrich, guys.
Oh yeah, because she had the
my
plague
fault.
on her. Remember, he got the plague.
It was the plague.
The homie. Tom.
He tried to have sex with her, didn't he?
Nah, that's my boss, real quick.
No, not Thomas. We talking about the friend.
I'm talking about Ellen's friend that she was talking to the whole time.
Oh,
Oh yes, but he did just end up crawling up and dying to her. I just didn't like that
Anna
though.
Harding,
Yeah, I
Friedrich's
didn't.
wife.
I just didn't like that because I was like, is the plague that strong?
No, I think he died of a broken heart.
Like a heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was about to have sex with his dead wife and
That's
died of
what
a
was
heart
about to
attack.
happen?
Yes, he was about to have sex with his daughter.
I didn't. Where that might have blacked out on my.
Yes, I think he really caught the plague. That's why I said I don't know what was going on. I think he was about to have sex with her.
I'm gonna have to run that back later on. Yeah, that just.
That's
ticked me
crazy. I
off.
know. I think he's I think he was trying to fuck her. No, sure. But yes. So then after that,
Before that,
okay.
everybody meets up and they talk about
Oh my God.
what they're going to do about Orlok. They call him a demon. Actually, Von Franz goes to Friedrich's house and he's like, my wife's sick, or it was either his wife was sick or dead at that point, and everybody was. And he had sent Thomas and Ellen away back home.
Mm-hmm.
And then got really snotty and cunty with her. Yes, again.
Girl, that's all.
And
Honestly,
she called him out and was like, you basically, I don't feel like you've ever liked me. Again, Friedrich was kind of like old school, and so was his wife. They were very prim and proper.
They were.
Ellen was, again, I could see her at a different time, like Von Franz said, like what did he call her? Something of Isis, like a priestess of Isis, or she just didn't belong in the time that she was in. And even Nosferatu said that she didn't belong with the living, But anyway, she was a different breed.
She was.
But where was I going?
Honestly, I was gonna say.
When he sent them away.
So he sent them away, and they had that conversation and shit, and they was all, Ellen and Thomas, and that's when she started kind of breaking down what she did and why everything's happening.
And you didn't listen, and now he believes her, and he's still coming for you. And then they have that exchange, and she basically called him a bitch, and that told him that Orlok doubled down on that he was a bitch and how he had him on the floor, butt naked on top of him. So
yep.
Yeah, they have that. The doctor finds them after the funeral because they all go to the funeral.
Mm-hmm. They all went to the funeral. Like I said, the husband died.
Thomas shows Friedrich
the scars.
Yeah, and that is true, but it took a man to say everything was true. The only person that believed Ellen from
was the best friend
was Von Franz.
And the best friend? Well, the best friend was somebody there at the end, you feel like?
Well, yeah, she was there because she had her connection with Orlok as well.
Mm-hmm.
After the funerals, after they all hook up, they agreed to go and desecrate the graves of the coffins in the castle.
What they thought was Orlok's, I guess you want to say. But hear me. So
Mr. Ernok.
Yeah, did he just set all this shit up?
He did. And
why was all of them there? It was like 3 fucking coffins in that motherfucking room, bro.
One of them.
Oh, he was, and they stabbed him. He said something. I love William Dafoe. As I said, that's why William Dafoe had to be in this movie. I respect it.
But remember, Ernok has been behind the whole thing. He wrote the document. He even broke out of crazy, the sanitarium, sorry.
Okay, because that was, no offense, I was going to say the crazy home, but I love the fact that you said the right word.
Eating on pigeons and taking life.
Yeah. Eating the pigeon head off. I wonder what that was. I wonder if that was like a chocolate.
It would have been awesome if it was cake.
Yeah, I hope it was. So they wouldn't have to eat nothing nasty.
It's probably a real pigeon.
I doubt it.
If he eats real pigeon, you better pay.
Yes.
Yes, he better get some coin. And it better be like no bird flu or anything crazy in there.
What if you only could get, you're gonna get, no, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I can't even.
Yeah,
I can't even eat day old food. But, so yeah, Ernok has been out behind it the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
And he went and when he broke out of the sanitarium and bit that man on the neck after that, I feel like that was the same guy that caught him biting the heads off sheep. And he was eating them while they were alive.
Yeah, he was over that shit. He was over this bitch. He was like, listen, this bitch gotta go.
He broke out. He was all giddy and happy. And then
he needed to be giddy and happy.
See him rowing. So he was like, I'm coming, my lord.
And he was so happy that he was here on the motherfucking thing.
Until he bitch slapped him. And
Stop playing with me, bitch.
Yeah,
the count was not playing with him.
And he was like, I need Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, which is, wonder why he needed him still. What did Orlok need with Thomas?
He needed the witnesses pimping.
Wow.
I'm screaming at that.
Wow. Oh, or he still needed him as
To
the
feed.
leverage for Ellen.
Oh, true.
See? In other
Yes.
words.
To witness his pimping. And yeah, he was behind the whole thing.
Yes.
So they all meet up, and Professor von Franz
Well-
basically I like how they understood each other in very little time. Like, they had few meetings, but he understood her the most.
Yeah.
And she understood. And remember, he brought up and tried to show them a book that had like this writing about what they needed to do.
Yeah. For her.
Yeah, like what the maiden that was going to sacrifice herself to the demon, what she needed to do. It had to be like this had happened before.
True.
Like Nosferatu had been taking bitches for centuries.
He probably has been. For real. He probably has.
Ben Pepper.
Recall back to the coffins.
Yep.
Maybe there was one for each of his bitches. What happened to the lady vamps? Remember?
Yeah. It was. They did. He was supposed to have wives.
The lamps.
The lamps.
The lamps.
The lamps.
Shout out the lamps.
And
So how did Ellen end up? And it's so crazy. How did Ellen end up alone? That's all I kept saying.
Von Franz and her planned it.
Okay. They just went
So
behind the whole
basically,
thing.
in that little brief meeting, she was like, "I understand what I have to do," and she said, he told her to keep her husband, like, safe during the day, and I'll take him tonight, and we'll go. They'll do that to the coffins, and where they found your boy Ernok.
And then killed his ass, set everything on fire, everybody. Okay.
But it was all a distraction, both ends.
Yeah.
So they both could do what they needed to do, because just in case Nosferatu did get back to the coffins, it's nowhere to sleep.
Oh, yeah. So what am I going to do? So will he just stand up and sleep?
He can't. He has to sleep in the earth that he came from.
Oh, yeah.
I did like how they kept true to that.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was the point of him. What's so funny, in the 1922 version, you can see Nosferatu carrying his coffin, like, to where he needed it to go. Like, he
I'm
had no
gagging.
man
I
servants.
sleep anyway, bitch.
It was like
Let me
over
do
his
my
shoulder
shit.
type shit. But, yeah, so, okay. To the grand finale.
So how this motherfucker end
Ellen
up?
puts on her wedding dress.
She went out. Like, go ahead, girl. Yes, put on a wedding dress.
She called to him at a certain time. Like, they planned that kind of like perfectly, but imperfectly. Cause I'm like, dang, how long did you know he was gonna feed on you? How much blood did you have?
That's what I kept on saying. Like,
Like,
why
but
the
you a little
fuck would you
frail.
even get, bitch? I'm not.
Like,
I'm just. I was so
what was it,
understanding.
like
What
1 o'clock? Like, when was sun?
What time did sunrise?
Like, damn, you had a lot of blood. But remember when Von Franz and the doctor Shivers went to see her, she was like engorged with blood. Like,
Yeah.
she was like, it was too much blood.
Yeah.
And they did that whole, like, putting the needle through her arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, like, he fed on her. And then Thomas was like, wait a minute, Ellen.
Yeah, and she just died because he burned up. I'm just so confused on the burning. Like, he most definitely did it gave most definitely crisp.
Can I interject for a second?
Sure.
What's wrong?
Okay, y'all saying he fed on her, and yeah, he did feed on her. I also want to just say he also beast fucked the shit out of her while he was feeding on her.
Oh, I didn't see those.
I keep on saying that they had
My
sex.
bad, Big Warlock. Yeah, he was definitely fucking her the whole time. If you didn't get that from that, I don't know what to tell you.
I got that from that for sure.
Like,
I know they
guess
had
in
sex for
between-
sure,
Okay.
but it was just given like
Yeah. I be stroking. That's what I do. That's what the fuck he was doing. Shout out to Big Warlock.
Big Orlock need to
I like the overhead shot at the end though.
That looks crazy.
It was given that piece.
It was the dinosaur.
What's that piece called? Death and the Maiden. That's what it was like replicating, I think. But it was pretty cool. And then everybody made it there. And shout out to the cat, Greta, right? Greta the cat was in there at the beginning. She was chilling all through, the movie. And that is a call to, what's the actress's name from the first film? Greta Schroeder, who played Ellen in the 1922 version. But the cat comes back, and I like how it was like a little bit of freedom, because when Ellen talked about the cat before, when Von Franz asked her about, the cat, and she was like, she has no master, basically the cat was free. And so, I thought that was kind of like a little spirit animal type thing. It was showing a little freedom.
That was cute. Okay. I love that.
Yeah. That was just my insert.
I love that. Okay.
Nosferatu.
That shit was crazy.
Your favorite death?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I guess you want to say the twins.
Damn!
Fuck out of here.
Damn!
Ass baby.
Brutal.
Ass baby.
I'm sorry. That was probably my
Fuck
favorite.
outta here.
That was the best death of the whole
Hit
movie.
the ground
Besides
like,
Nosferatu as done.
I'm going to say...
Who you going to say?
All right, I'm going to say that whole scene with the gypsies, that was cool to me. That vampire dying, showing there are others. And did you see when Thomas kept trying to ask Orlok about it? He was like, yeah, there's some things I don't understand that happened in the forest the other night with the gypsy folk. And he was like, shut the fuck up,
I don't know
bitch.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go somewhere where they don't know about none of this shit. Where you live, so I can bring this shit.
Yeah. I can start terrorizing. So now, since Orlok is dead, it just ends with him.
No, I think there are others.
And is the plague over now since he's dead?
The plague is over. It ended the plague.
So the plague.
I guess all the
ended.
rats were connected to him, and they just dropped dead in the streets, creating more plague because of their little rat bodies. But it's just how it's a cycle.
Yeah.
TMP. All the rats.
Damn.
I know. I just thought about that other rat. It was a lot of fucking rats.
Not as much as Willard.
Y'all got anything in closing for Nosferatu, and do y'all know what y'all doing for y'all next episode?
Didn't someone suggest? Didn't we have a comment with a suggestion or asking if we watched a film?
Yes, it was in Nefarious.
Oh yeah, so what else if y'all watch the fairies?
Well, we will.
Yep, we will. We can do that
Alright.
next.
And that will be our next review.
Cool. So cool.
Because we do what? Give them what they want.
Period. Clock that T. Oh, period. And it's already, I got it. Yep, on TV.
Boom.
Boom.
It's on what?
It's on TV and Peacock. There you
Yo,
go.
who's the director? Just curious.
The director is... Hold up. I didn't even pop up.
Did we commit to it already? Did we say we were going to do it? No shade on
Carrie
TV.
Solomon and Chuck Konzelman.
Okay.
Chuck has done
Chuck. That's his director name.
one of them. I don't see nothing that is popping.
Oh, wow.
And then Carrie has did the same shit.
All right, Nefarious coming.
Nefarious, yes, we should have fun. Yes, boom. Gonna be exciting. Yes, amazing show.
Thanks for
Yes, thank you guys for
giving us a
watching.
scare at the Ghouls Room.
Yes. Nosferatu was amazing.
We out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bye.
Big Orlok.
Shout out Big Lot.